Hey YouTube, Grill Official here, and first off just wanted to apologize. Haven't been on here in a while. I've had a lot going on. It's been the holidays, it's been work, it's been everything, so this is me attempting to get back into your lives. This is a game that I recently had, 45 and 3, so I have 3 deaths in this game. Let's see if you can count them. I get 4 quad rotors through the course of this game, or dragonfires as you want to call them. Either way, it is a pretty nice game, so I'm just going to provide a little light commentary over. I was playing over the double weapon XP weekend, trying to get my Peacekeeper to its diamond state, which I did eventually, and this game happened. It was a pretty good game. You can't say it's the most kills I've ever gotten in a game, but 45 and 3 is by far one of the better KDs I've ever gotten, so good stuff. In this video, I'm playing with my buddy Stetson and actually his wife, Kristen. They're both in the clan that I'm in. I'm co-leader of, I believe. I've talked about Kill Fast, Die Often, or KFDO for short. Yeah, Stetson's one of my captains, so play with him pretty often. So the Revolution DLC came out this past week, and I've been really liking it. I'm quite enjoying the multiplayer maps. The Peacekeeper is a great weapon. I'm a big fan of SMGs to begin with, though, so I might be a little biased in that respect. And Die-Rise, the Zombies offering, is absolutely amazing. So good. Brings me back to Black Ops. Makes me want to play zombies again. Honestly, Transit did not make me want to play zombies. It kind of made me want to do the opposite and just play multiplayer all the time. It just made me depressed. I thought that's what all zombies were going to be like. I thought there was going to be a transit mode in every one, and either way, it was just, you know, it wasn't the same. But with Die-Rise, you know, we're getting the difficulty level hiked up. We're getting the map level hiked up. I mean, honestly, Transit was really just a big, long tunnel, and Die-Rise is a traditional map. It's the thing that should have came with the game, in my opinion, but whatever. You know, it's good that they released it, and it's good that it's out there. As you'll see, I'm taking up my quad rotor right now. There's some guy on the outside of this gas station. I actually thought he was outside of the map for a second. I was like, what? I thought that dude was glitching, but he obviously isn't. He was just right on the edge there. You know what? At first I hated the quad rotors, and then I started playing more hardcore, and oof, man, these things do work in hardcore. It's very fun to be piloting one of these. As you can see, it's not the most accurate thing in the world when the enemies are moving. You have to be pretty dead on to hit them. It's pretty easy to miss. But regardless, it's a fun weapon to use. And I just wanted to further reiterate that I get 4 quad rotors in this game. One of them's taken out by a 100 killer drone though, so whatever. So yeah, I just want to say this map right here, Standoff, this is my, well, I guess before the DLC, this was my favorite map because it reminds me, it has such a World at War-esque feeling. You know, if they just made it a little bit bigger, it would have been something out of World at War. But unfortunately, they, you know, for some reason have to make maps really small. You know, apparently only games like Battlefield can have gigantic maps. Apparently the average Call of Duty player just can't handle it. But I think that maps should get bigger. I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys think that it should get smaller? I mean, honestly, Modern Warfare 3, some of those maps just felt like they were fighting inside gray boxes the whole time. At least Treyarch uses colors and stuff, and they have gotten a little bigger and more diverse, but it's still, for the most part, a lot of maps are just those kind of, you know, 2 sidelines and 1 center. And that's about it. Maybe some lines in the middle, but for the most part, it's always catered towards that kind of template, and I'd prefer them to get away from that because, you know, people get good at exploiting things that are repetitive, so obviously we have to deal with people who are exploiting the weaknesses of that basic map construct. So, totally shifting subjects here onto the Peacekeeper and the idea of weapon DLC. I'm wondering if every DLC is going to come with a weapon. I think that would be a super smart move on Treyarch's. I think the weapon DLC to begin with was awesome, and here's my quad rotor being taken out by a 100 killer drone. But I think that they should, obviously it should be different weapons, maybe like an assault rifle, a shotgun, and you know, they'll have to put in another sniper if they're gonna do this for like the sniping community maybe, but I'd love like another rocket launcher. Not anything like the China Lake, but something kind of new, or maybe just something that would be awesome. Alright, so keeping in line with weapon DLC, let's talk attachments for the Peacekeeper now. I'm really digging this set, foregrip, adjustable stock, and long barrel. Now, you can trade out that adjustable stock, put a quick draw on it, and then you got two types of grip. You got quick draw and foregrip. That's going to give you faster aiming down the sight and much more accuracy. It's going to totally wreck them regardless if you're playing core or hardcore. Now, honestly, this gun has an amazing iron sights. It really doesn't need a red dot on it, but I personally am a fan of the red dot in general, so sometimes I'll just throw one on there and you know it works great. But regardless, you know, you can see here I went 45 and 3. Granted, many of those kills were Dragonfire kills, but with no reticle other than my iron sights, so that's pretty sweet. As with any other SMG, it does great with a laser sight as well, because you're obviously going to start off hip firing before you look down the sights, and in many of your close quarters battles, and that laser sight will really help you out. Also, you know what I found is the laser sight will really help you out with your headshots. If you just equip the laser sight and aim it just a little bit up from where you would normally aim around the chest area, if you just like make a habit of tilting your gun up a little bit, then your fingers will remember that and you'll seriously just start getting headshots like no problem. So if that's a big problem for you, is getting headshots to, you know, get those crucial 100 headshots so you can start earning the awesome skins for your gun, then maybe you should try out the red dot if you haven't. That was a sick Dragonfire kill on my part. Loving it. Just got 50 kills with the Dragonfire. Like I was saying before, these things absolutely wreck in hardcore, and you can do some serious work. Now, in terms of other weapons that I'm into, I mean, I like the AM-94. That is a great gun. You put select fire and any other two attachments on that gun, and it is a monster. And use the select fire. That is key. That thing will absolutely devastate core or hardcore. For shotguns, you know, I love the starting Remington. You know, that's my shotgun of choice. Not a big fan of the last one, of the super auto one that you reload several times. I can't even remember the name of it. That's how not much of a fan I am of it. Honestly, that Remington is tried and true, and you know, it takes a second to reload, but when you get kills with that, you feel like you really earn them. Truthfully, I'm not a sniper man, so I kind of don't really tread in that territory. Maybe I'll try some out and get my opinion to you, but at this point you know, oh, Relentless Metal. Did you see that? That was nice. Relentless Killer. Loving it. And that would be my 4th quad rotor, I believe. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna be posting a lot more content, hopefully. You know, I'm finished with some crazy stuff that I've been dealing with, so I'm finished with that, and now I'm really hoping to concentrate and bring you guys some new content, some tips, and just some kick-ass videos. And yeah, so stay tuned to Grill Official. I'll be bringing some Die Rise content very soon.